Okay, now decades from now, you're an old timer. You're an elder. You are comfortable and you're not working as hard as you used to. You still participate in farm life, but you're scaling back and it's story time. You're gathered with friends. It's been a beautiful day. Maybe you're gathered around a fire pit, chatting, telling stories, singing songs. People ask you for a story. Olivia, tell us a story about what the farm was like when you started. What was it like? What do what do you remember? What are some of your fondest memories? And so you start telling a story, and what would the story sound like? What kinds of things might you say, or what would be the memories that would be most powerful for you?
I often think of myself as an older person, like what I'm going to be like in 40 years. And I think back from that perspective and I think to myself, if I can say that I was a farmer for 40 years, I think that alone is like a really powerful thing, to have something that you believe in so much and that you can actually live and do and hopefully some sort of way through that affect change. So I think that I'm going to look back to this time when I was 27 and just realize like how hard it can be to be different than where you grew up and who you grew up with and your family, and to be able to like take yourself out of a lifestyle that people expect, having a job, having a car, having an apartment, having a boyfriend, going to social functions on the weekends and partying and celebrating Christmas and buying lots of gifts for each other and all the typical things that our society has become, and removing yourself from that and then having the courage to go back and now try to piece together this life that is not going to be one of comfort, a cushy job with, being able to buy things, where you now go back and you have a blank slate. You're fortunate enough to have this piece of land and potentially turn it into something that could one day be great, but also at the same time it could fail. Like, you could fail, something could happen, but you just have to like just forget about that. And I hope that in 40 years that I can say, yeah, like I was able to, whether how big or small it is, whether it's just simply just growing my own food and eating and being self-sufficient or whatever it is, that I can just say, yeah, I did that. I didn't just go with the norms, and I was able to do something different that I believed in so strongly.